Hi, this is Courtney with handmeastamp.com. I'm going to attempt my first tutorial video today, so wish me luck. I'm a little nervous. And I have such a weird setup with this camera, I'm hoping I can manage working around it. This is what I'm going to show a little bit of how to work this tag, how to work it, how to make it. Basically, I'm going to show how I ink my tags. I get a lot of questions on how I distress my tags and use Tim Holtz Distress Inks. So I might split this up into two parts, probably ink the tag first, and then maybe a second video on how I did all the stamping and the layering. So I'm hoping you can see that. Maybe I can bring it in a little bit. That way. There we go. So, beautiful colors. I used some of his brighter colors. One of his new colors, I actually got 2 of them, so out of 12. Might take a while. Okay. So first what I'm going to start with, move this out of the way, just a plain white tag. I got these at Hobby Lobby. I think a whole pack of them, $1.99, something like that. What I normally do is I start with my lightest colors. So I'm going to start, you can see this, with mustard seed, and it's a really bright, bright yellow. So I ink up my little, I've used the Tim Holtz ink blending tool and the foam pads that come with it. Okay, I keep checking to make sure you can still see me. And what I do is I start on one corner. You always start with the ink blending tool off on your mat, and you do circular motions. And that kind of makes it so the ink isn't quite so strong when you first put it on your paper. And what you do is you just drag that color from the mat onto your tag. And circular motions. And there's no right or wrong way to do this. If you want it darker, push a little harder. If you want it lighter, don't push as hard. You know, there's no right or wrong. You mess up, there's not really any messing up, so you can always blend it. These inks dry very slowly. They're a very wet ink. So it gives you a lot of wiggle room, right? And you can see how vivid that color is. Oh, now you can see it. You can see how vivid that is. Okay, so now I'm going to move on to my next color. And that, I think I'm going to use peeled paint. Let's see. Let's use this color. No, let's use this color. Okay. Hope this works. Okay, so now I'm going to start, try and make this stripe the way I want it, off the tag, work my way in, and really blend those two colors together. Turn it around, and that's all I'm doing, just circular motions, drag that ink in from the pad. And sometimes I push a little bit harder on the back end so that it catches that edge and, you know, darkens it up on the edge, and a little bit lighter as you drag it in. Oh, cool fingerprints. And I just blend it in with that first color. Right here, let's see if you can see this. I brought it a little further into the yellow than I would have liked, so what I can do is grab my yellow ink pad again, it's still got ink on it, and just add a little bit more color. Yeah, you can still see that. Add a little bit more color, drag it in there a little more. Make sure it's, it's how you like it. Okay, I'm trying to work fast. It takes forever to upload these videos to YouTube. Okay, my last color is Weathered Wood. This one. Okay, so Weathered Wood. And I'll just do my last corner. So, circular motions off the tag, pull it in from the mat. I'm using the Ranger non-stick craft mat. I really, really love this mat, except for the fact that it wiggles. I hate that. I wish there was something, normally my mom and I just end up taping it down with some adhesive or double-sided tape or something. That's really, really irritating. Especially because I use a lot of ink. I ink almost everything I do. So there's constant circular motions going on my mat, and I'm constantly twisting. So, guess you have to deal with it. I love how easy it is to clean up though, so I don't think I'd ever use anything other than that. I'm going to go back to the peeled paint and just touch up this center section. It was a little, got some fingerprints in there. And you see, I'm not staying just where the green color is. I'm blending and blending and blending into those two colors. You can blend these colors as long as you want. And they will blend. You add more color, they'll blend. That's what's so great about his colors, and he has so many colors. He had 24 colors when I first started doing, using his products, and he just came out with 12 more, and I'm never going to catch up. I think I have like maybe 15 right now, maybe. Okay, this way. So you can see that's the base of the card. I like how vivid these colors are, and how, I don't know how to describe them, kind of earthy, I guess. I'm going off the frame. There we go. Okay, next what I'm going to show is how I distress the edge of the paper. What I normally do, make sure you can see, okay, is I use the Tim Holtz paper distresser. You can also use a pair of scissors if you want, whatever you have. The proper way to use this is just pick one of those openings. Pick one, start on the edge, hold your paper as tight as you can, or as firm as you can, and just drag it up and down. Top to bottom, that's all you do. And you're thinking, oh, it's messing up, you're seeing white, but we're going to ink over that, so it's no big deal. So that's all I do. Up and down. Distress all the edges. A lot of people try and dig into your paper like that. It takes too long and it messes up your paper. Just drag it straight down. That's how it's made to work. I hope. Otherwise, I've been doing it wrong. I think that's how it's supposed to work. Okay. So then you've got, let me see if I can show this. I'm really not sure how well this is showing up. But you've got all those neat edges and they're all raveled and it looks like someone's, they've been around for hundreds of years. Well, maybe 50 years. Dust off all those paper sheddings. I hate that. Okay, and the last part that I'm going to show for this segment of the video, segment 1 we'll say, is how I darken those edges. I'm taking one of the new colors I got, Forest Moss, beautiful dark green color. Looks like forest moss. And I'm just going to ink these edges. And what I do so that I don't drag so much color on here is I really use just the edge. I still do the circular motion. Still circles, but I just kind of barely pop up on that edge. And I go back and forth on those edges. I want most of this color concentrated on those frayed edges so that they really darken them up. It really draws attention and brings all those bright colors to the center. That's all I do. Drag that edge color in. Until it bent, but no big deal because this is supposed to look distressed. I think that's why I really like this technique. I don't have to worry about it being perfect and straight and neat. It's supposed to look kind of messy. Okay, so that's what we've got so far. And down this way. Beautiful bright colors in the center and a nice dark edge. Looks almost burnt, very distressed. So that's all we've done for now. And make sure to watch part 2 and I'll show how I do all of the layered stamping on this one. Okay, thanks for watching.